But on a complete other note, now, of course, last week the State of the Nation address took place. But then also on Valentine's Day, the Presidential Golf Challenge took place at Atlantic Beach. And man, was that big business.
And big money raised as well for a fantastic organization called the RDP Education Trust. They're aiming to put hundreds, literally hundreds of thousands of kids through school and obviously give them the start that they so desperately need. I don't think anyone expected this much money to be raised in the president's name. And our Alana was there to steal hugs and photobomb the president. But it really was a feel-good day. Take a look.
Every year after the State of the Nation address, the President of the Republic hosts a charity golf day challenge, a fun day to invite all the sponsors and important stakeholders that will work to support the charity that he chooses. Now, today we find ourselves at the beautiful Atlantic Beach Golf Club to find out what this exceptional cause is all about.
With education as one of the key driving mechanisms in eradicating poverty, the President's charity of choice was the RDP Education Trust, an organisation committed to improving the lives of young South Africans by paying for their education.
How important is it for you to put something like this together that especially supports education?
This golf day is dedicated to a charity of the President's choice. Now, in the past, it could have been any charity. In this particular case, the President had a charity which he had been running since 1995, almost from his own pocket. So he naturally chose education, which happens to coincide with the priorities that the ANC has set for this country, which happens to be something that he is very passionate about and which touches everybody. When you see the children give testimony of their own lives, it is absolutely amazing. It is touching that you can take a child from a child-headed household, take that child to school to the extent where that child is able to look after his or her own siblings. It's a good feeling.
President Zuma attended the golf day, hitting a few balls across the fairway. But according to him, it was more about raising money to get our kids through school and university than hitting a hole-in-one.
In your State of the Nation address yesterday, you spoke about education. It's something that is really, really close to your heart. Why is that?
Well, there is a history to it. Firstly, I'm one of those who was disadvantaged at my childhood time. I couldn't have time to go to school, and yet I'd reached a point of appreciating education so much. I knew that education empowers. Education is critical to a human being. It makes you to be empowered, to be able to do things you would not have done otherwise without education. So from that point of view, I have been passionate about it, wanting to ensure that everyone must have that opportunity so that they can be good citizens to make a contribution in the development of our country. Without education, your contribution is limited. With education, your contribution is limitless.
The golf day brought together people from across the country, from politicians to big business tycoons, all to pledge their support for the disadvantaged children of South Africa and to get down and dirty on the golf course for some good old-fashioned fun.
Eating well is an important part of what I strive for, but sleeping well is even better. So if in pursuit of the fortunes that we have got, we still can think about those that are less fortunate and have fun. It makes one feel that it was just worth the while.
I'm here because I believe in what the President believes in, which is there is nothing to beat education. I fully support the President in his drive to ensure that every child in this country gets a good education.
Tata Madiba once said that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And the Presidential Address Golf Challenge raised up to 10 million rand for the children and young people of our country to change their world for the better.
Without a doubt, the Presidential Address Golf Challenge is a very important date on the South African calendar, not only supporting our children's educational dreams, but also showing that sport is a valuable tool for development.